Yeah, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here on this beautiful money-making Monday here at the Pick Dawgz Morning Show. You know the drill, man. We live 365. Just to let you guys know our thoughts, opinions, and how we see today's action playing out. Baby card today. Baby card. Not much going on, man. College Hoops got a tiny card today. Really just two notable games. A couple of other little games sprinkled in, but just two notable ones. And in the NBA, just 3 games today. So NHL will be back soon. I'm sure we'll talk about a little hockey here momentarily.
Oh, we will.
But yeah, man, Money Making Monday, new week, new goals, new opportunities. Got a good crew of guys with me here today to help us break it down. Got my main man, my right-hand man. Actually, kind of surprised he showed up today. You know, I thought I might have to put an APB out for you, put you on a milk carton or something, you know. Chris. Up north. What's happening?
I told you I was going to show up, win or lose, but no, like I said, it's a smaller card today. Plus, you know, we had to hash it out a little bit, but yeah, it blows my mind that college basketball can, you know, stack a card like Saturday, and then Sunday, where it's non-Super Bowl, you can, you know, have a card that ends at 4:00 Eastern, and then Monday you have 9 games. It's just like, I don't know. Part of me, I know we're not far off from conference tournaments, you know, being every single day and March Madness and stuff like that, but it just blows my mind. But either way, you know, like you said, we got money to make, and I'm ready to help everybody make it today. I like the card, so
let's do it. Let's do it. Costi, what's happening?
All right, if you want to go there now, we'll go there now. We'll go there now. I have no problem.
I don't have any words.
Well, that's fine. You won't have any when I'm done with you. So
that's it. I like that it's covering Chris too.
Yeah, that's fine.
This was not planned. This is not This was not planned beforehand.
That's fine. I'm gonna tear you to shreds. So you might as well get it out now.
Well, let's. That's fine. But let's go through it.
Yep.
Edmonton lost in 6 in the Stanley Cup Finals.
Cool.
The Blue Jays lost in the World Series.
Cool.
Olympic women's hockey lost in overtime.
Yep.
And Olympic men's hockey lost in overtime.
Yep.
And 0 Super Bowls.
That 0 Super Bowls really hits home.
All right. So you want to go down the list?
You want me to put it back up?
Yeah, go ahead. Go back. Go ahead. Put it back up.
Okay. Hold on. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Stanley Cup. Yeah, cool. Everybody's going to say a Canadian team hasn't won a Stanley Cup final since 1993. You know how many players have been Canadian on those rosters? You know how many teams of those 32 have had more less Canadian players on it than any other nationality? 1995 in New Jersey. So congrats. The fact of the matter is you still have more Canadians on those rosters. World Series, yeah, they came within 2 outs, except Jeff Hoffman decided to blow chunks in the bottom of the ninth. I'm not taking anything away, but when you give up a game-tying home run to fucking Miguel Rojas of all people, yeah, okay. And the Dodgers are Dodgers. That's fine. I'm. If you told me going into the World Series that Toronto was going to make it, going with what we've gone the last few years, I would have been stoked. Was I pissed that they lost in the World Series? Yeah, absolutely. Women's hockey, I could have seen that. I could have seen that coming. I mean, I'm happy. I cashed my under, so I'm happy with that. But I mean, the U.S. has kicked Canada's ass. They've won 8 straight against Canada. They've outscored them 37-12. So great. Super Bowls. Fuck out of here with that. We don't have a chance. We'll never do it. All right. So you ready to break down this men's one? Congrats. I'm going to say it right now. The only American that won a gold medal yesterday was Connor Hellebuck, because without him, they don't win that game. Everybody else, even the Kachucks, who spent half an hour after the game trying to chew through the foil and try to get to the chocolate in the middle of that medal, yeah, congrats. Fact of the matter is, I would have felt this way too if Canada won this game. Believe it or not, I would have felt this way too if Canada won this game. It was a Mickey Mouse way to end a best-on-best tournament. Jay, I said it to you before the overtime game. I'm going to take this down because I'm tired. There, thank you. I said this to you yesterday before the overtime started. I said it in our group chat. A best on best tournament should not end in 3-on-3 overtime. Plain and simple. What happens when the NHL plays their season, right? The NHL, yeah, they play 3-on-3, because they want to shorten games. It's for TV ratings and stuff like that. But when they get to the fucking playoffs where it matters the most, they go 5-on-5. They say, you know what? Even playing field. Best team's going to win that game. Hell, you want to go to baseball? We'll go to baseball. They had the fucking ghost runner in the regular season. What does the MLB do in the playoffs? Like, no. None of that ghost runner bullshit. You're going to win your game. We had an 18-inning game in the World Series because of that. So if you want to tell me that the Olympics, the next thing down, which I would argue from a Stanley Cup, or even if you put on the same level because it's once every 4 years, I can't at that point. Like I said, I would have felt this way too if Canada won this gold medal. I would be like, yeah, we won gold, but you feel better winning it in regulation, not in a skills competition. So, congrats. The record book is going to show 2026. Got to let little brother have one. There you go. I'm done.
Chat. Can I get a spam of American flags, man? Just one time for the one time, man.
Of course you can.
USA.
Zero Super Bowls.
0 Super Bowls.
Yeah, they're little brother in hockey, that's for sure.
There we go. It's okay, Ruff, man. I tried to warn you that this was gonna happen. It was too big of a moment for us. We had to, man. Shout out to the Kachucks, shout out to the Hughes, shout out to Hellebuck. Really shout out to Hellebuck because even I was hating on you, bro. I was like, man, you shouldn't be in that. It should be the kid, man. It should be the kid. But Hellebuck, boy, I said it the whole run. You had a hell of a run, kid. Like that shit was legendary, Hellebuck. So, and then Hughes to get hit in the mouth and still come back busted up for the game.
And he's dating a Canadian pop star. And Hellebuck has to go back to Canada.
What an Olympics. What a close. What a finish. Everybody under the age of 40 has never seen the U.S. do what they did yesterday. And to win gold is insane. To do it against Canada is even more insane. It's going to be something I think we'll talk about for years and years and years and years and years. So, to beat them at their own game felt good. And USA, we move on, man. We move on.
Congrats. You have 2 of these that won a gold medal. I'm telling you, the Kachucks spent half an hour after the game trying to chew through the medal, trying to get to the chocolate inside.
Hey, man, they're there for one purpose only, and we're not worried about what they do after the game.
Shout out to them boys, man. And that is crazy to win it with your brother. Oh, that's crazy. Like that's fine.
The only thing
the Hughes brothers.
The only thing I will not shit on.
That's cold.
The only thing I will not shit on is the fact they did it for Johnny Gaudreau.
Yes.
That's what I will not shit on. I will not shit on that. But like I said, fuck the Goonies. And the Mets will win a first overall pick before a Canadian team wins anything. You watch. I'm planting my flag back down. Mets to miss the playoffs this year. Fuck them.
Oh no, I'm fake on that train this year.
Yeah, fuck them. I was, but now I'm pissed off. So fuck the Mets.
I'm fake on that Mets train this year, man.
What's the under on the win total?
I don't know.
I'm going to look right now. I was just saying that as a general statement. I wasn't expecting you to know it off the top of your head. We had to all bust your balls, man. Oh yeah, I'm not upset about it. I'm good.
No, we had to get you though.
Oh, of course. Under 90 and a half, over under 90 and a half wins for the Mets. Under 80 and a half. Under.
You're all of our. I'm pretty sure a lot of us don't have Canadian friends, so you're like
I'm
You're
the punching bag.
You're like the president of the Canadian people fan club here. You know. When people think of Canadians down here, you're the face. You know what I mean? Especially when they think of Canadian in sports, Chris is the face. So
shout out to the Olympics. Shout out to the Quad God. Shout out to Allison Goo. Shout out to Alyssa Liu. Shout out to my buttfuck Wisconsin, Schultz Stoltz. Great Olympics. I hope it got people into watching the Winter Olympics a little bit more. What a great way to finish, though, on Sunday. So
I didn't know that hockey runs through Michigan the way it did. I feel everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Massachusetts, Michigan.
The whole northeast.
Yeah.
It's
It's Michigan, though. If you look at both the women's roster and the men's roster, the people that made the biggest plays, it's from Michigan.
All from there, yeah.
But the thing is, look at the Frozen Four every year for NCAA hockey.
Yeah, like Western Michigan. I saw that too. Western Michigan, and
Minnesota, Boston.
There's another Michigan team in there. It's the three of the top 4 teams this year are Michigan teams. I think Western Michigan won it last year. I just didn't know. I just didn't know Michigan was like that in hockey.
Yeah. And they always have the Bean Pot tournament every year too in Boston. That's a big tournament for hockey. So, but I'll tell you this much: when everybody sees me, and I think I shared this with you guys too. When everybody sees me as the Canadian guy, all they see is,
hey,
don't you know?
Hey.
You don't have a Canadian accent, but I feel like you could put it on if you wanted to.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Well, he's on the East Coast. You go more west or north, right?
The folks on the West Coast don't have an accent, don't you know?
But mainly in Toronto.
He can if he really wanted.
It's not. They don't really have an accent in Toronto.
Good.
No, we don't have we got the Toronto man's accent.
Then you go a little north of him. You go to Quebec. They don't even speak English. They speak French. All French.
Yeah, I've been there.
Anybody knows if you know Toronto man's, Nice.
Yes, man, I did hit that. I told y'all yesterday on the show I was gonna do that rollover. I was gonna do USA and then roll it over right on to Oklahoma City and hit it. I went 3-0 yesterday on the premium side, which was good. I had Charlotte, Magic, and Thunder. So that was a good little 3-0 day for me. Magic, goof. Oof. So what was that? Saturday night, Magic lost double overtime thriller. Game winner, Jalen Green. Came off the screen, caught it, fell down at the buzzer. Bottom of the net. Oh my God. Heartbreaker. Last night, Magic up 2. Desmond Bain to the rack. Block. Oh shit. 7 seconds left. Clippers get it. Up the floor. Kawhi. He comes around the thing. He get doubled. Kick out. Matherin. Wide open. 2-1. Miss. Ooh, shit. If I would have lost back-to-back game winners, I don't know, man. I don't know. So, yeah, what a day yesterday, man. But we roll it to today, man. Money making Monday. I guess we can do a little winners and losers. Anything else y'all want to talk about before we jump into today? So such a baby card.
I think there was someone I had for college hoops. I couldn't remember.
Yeah, college hoops been too lit.
Let me go back to it. Give me a sec. I'll have something here. I was literally thinking about it as I was driving last night, and I just blanked on it. Oh, loser. Kansas getting choked out at home by Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Got blasted.
Yeah.
We can talk about them boys here in a minute.
Oh, we will. Yeah, that's I kind of wanted to set that up. But yeah, no, it's that one was bad. Yeah, I had a couple rough ones.
I'd say
on
winner
Saturday.
Michigan Duke over Capital One. Great game, great showing. Love to see these out of conference games this late in the season on a neutral court. Kind of gives you a little suspense of what the tournament games are going to be like against two powerhouses. Went down to the wire. Just good basketball. You could just see clearly these teams that are really good, how well they perform throughout the entire game. And like I've been saying for years since NIL, you're not going to see the Cinderellas anymore. You're going to see these powerhouse teams make it to the Final Four and have these tightened matchups. So thought it was a really good game.
I don't know. I disagree with it being this late in the season. I would put it like late, like December, just before conference play starts. It just feels weird that it just throws in a random like Michigan. I get what you're saying, but it just feels like they throw in a random Michigan Duke. And Michigan's
I'm not in favor of that happening in the future.
No, I get what you're saying.
I just like the game, the game itself.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. Like I said, just for me, the timing just feels weird when you have Michigan trying to go for a Big Ten title. You have all these teams where it's sort of like they're nip and tuck at the beginning of or at the the top of their conferences, and it's like you run the risk that you have a JT Toppin injury or like a Richie Saunders, where you have a guy that I know those games happen in conference play, but you're putting these guys at risk for a non-conference game this late in the season. But the other side of the coin is those games could end up playing a role. Like Michigan Duke could play a role in the battle on the 1 seed lines. So it's to each their own.
A loser for me would be Iowa State, man. It's because like every fucking time y'all have a chance to like really just display that you're the best team, one of the best teams, y'all just lay an egg, and it's so maddening as somebody who really believes in y'all. Losing to BYU, granted, it wasn't a great spot coming off 2 huge wins at home. I understand that, but still, fuck that. Take the handicap hat off. Losing to BYU, who I don't think is all that good. I just expected more of you, Iowa State. We was riding the high there off 2 good wins. I just really thought they was going to beat up on a bad BYU team. But shut up, BYU.
Trying to see what the latest bracketology report came out and what it's looking like to see who I would peg for an upset right now. I think Vandy's vulnerable. Vandy just
don't leave my Commodores alone.
They just blew it at home against Tennessee.
That's fine. Tennessee's not bad. They're not bad.
But they're not as good as past Tennessee teams have been. I mean, you look at
Tennessee in recent form has been really good over the last.
Who they got Vandy playing right now?
South Florida. That's a scary matchup.
Man, stop it.
Vandy went from a team that was 16-0. Vandy went from a team at 16-0 on January 10th, and I was
line would be Vandy minus 6.5, and I'm laying it.
Is that a 7-10?
That's a 5-12.
It's a 5-12.
They were like,
but the 5-12s aren't as hot as they used to be.
No. Well, last year was a chalk fest because it was the first year we really saw the NIL, like the openness of the NIL. So what did you say, Vandy and South Florida? What did you say the line would be?
6.5, neutral.
Vandy. Let's see here. What do I have? Vandy against USF. I have. The simulation I have has Vandy minus 12.
So, yeah.
And that is a massive overreaction.
No, it's not, man.
USF could win that game outright.
Y'all gotta stop playing with
USF could win that game outright. Mark Byington has been on the other side of the 12-5 upset when he was coaching JMU. He could be on the wrong side of it this time.
Vandy's gonna be the team everybody looking to fade early in the tournament. You're gonna blink and they in the Sweet 16. Watch, I swear.
I want to see how they do in the tournament, the conference tournament first. I want to see how they do. Can they win? Can they piece together 2 or 3 in a row, even make it to the final? I got to see how they go back to back.
Their best player was sick on Saturday too. Like, you know what I mean? He tried to hit the game. He tried to hit the tie. He tried.
I think that the upsets that weren't there last year could be there this year. Like
what's a few of the matchups right now? What's a few of the matchups?
So just keep in mind, these are all projections. These aren't necessarily the log for anybody saying these are not the for sure matchups. But right now in one region, the 5-12 is Tennessee Yale. The 4-13 is Virginia Cal Baptist. The 3-14 is Texas Tech UC Irvine.
That's a good game.
I don't care what anybody says. UC Irvine in the tournament.
Don't get beat on. No JT Toppin, no problem. Still get beat on.
They looked like they had no problem this game, but I don't know. Like I said, I never count out UC Irvine if they make the tournament. One region has Vandy, South Florida, Michigan State, High Point. The 3-14 is not live there. It's Kansas, Austin P. But and then the other 2 regions, I think all 4. I would not be surprised if they have an upset.
Who we got like Stephen F. Austin playing?
I was just about to say Stephen F. Austin's playing Nebraska.
Oh, give me Stephen F. Austin.
Give me Nebraska.
No.
Okay, I'm not saying that they're going to win. I'm just saying none of these matchups I would be surprised if there was an upset.
Where we got Miami of Ohio?
They might. They're an 11 seed playing BYU.
Miami, Ohio. There we go.
Oh, no.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Okay, so here's the problem.
Money line. Fuck is you saying?
Again, I'm not opposed to it. I'm just saying.
Yes.
What do you need in the tournament? You need guard play, and you need a go-to scorer, and BYU has that.
I'm just worried that
BYU
now,
first round.
with Richie Saunders out, I'm worried that BYU is just going to be like, okay, well, DeBanza was taking 25 shots a game. Let's bump him up to 33.
Yeah, bye BYU first round. I love Miami, Ohio right there. I swear to God.
I'm not opposed to it. So the 5-12 and the 4-13s in this projection.
Where we have St. Louis
regions. Would you stop? I'm trying to get to this. God. The 5-12 is Liberty, Arkansas. Or Arkansas Liberty. Wouldn't be surprised if Liberty won that.
Liberty.
Nah, Woo Pig.
In a one and done, it's not like they have another chance to get them back. Like that, like these are all teams that are dangerous. Belmont is a 12 seed against St. John's.
I like Patino.
Yeah, they're gonna slow that game down.
Yeah, I'm not. I am so. I don't know. So these 4 teams are all dangerous in this half of the bracket. Liberty, Stephen F., Belmont, and UNC Wilmington, who's playing Alabama. I think Alabama wins that game, but I think UNC Wilmington could.
It sounded like another chalk fest to me.
It does sound like another chalk fest. That last year was the chalk fest.
This could be an interesting tournament because we're not all together.
Yeah,
for the first time in a couple years.
It's sad. Why'd you have to remind me?
But we're gonna do something
back next year.
Yeah.
I've seen what other games are here that like they've got Iowa St. Mary's. That's going to be a first of 50 wins.
Iowa St. Mary's.
Yeah.
I kind of like that game. I probably would go St. Mary's.
That's like 49-48 or something like that. I don't know.
Iowa come to show their ass again yesterday. Like I just don't believe in them for real.
So they have St. Louis as an 8 seed playing SMU.
Adios, amigos, St. Louis. What the fuck is you saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
St. Louis 100, SMU 78.
Stop.
SMU.
Oh, I can't wait to tournament time. It's gonna be fun. I love tournament time. Arguing with y'all.
I'm not gonna lie.
Avila does disappear in the tournament.
Yeah, this is a This is why I'm
He's got
sad.
a little bit of history with that.
Yeah, that's why I'm sad we're not doing March Madness. But I know
we're gonna do something. We're
next year.
Trust me. We'll be
and we still got NFL opening weekend. We could make up for it with, but
that's not as fun. The tournament, there's nothing better.
It is. It's still fun. It's not
maybe I'll have them save us a couch. We're like, do not sit.
Oh,
Pick Dawgz. No shot. Those couches are gone before.
Yeah, no shot.
Those couches.
Put out one of those pre-warmed hot dogs for me.
Remember the one year Bobby and myself like reserved the couch, and it was the reserve section. They tried to kick us out. Bobby was greasing everybody.
Any other good matchups in the tournament?
Again,
as of right now, I know it's
yeah. So I'll run down the first round of each region just quickly, and then we'll just move past. Philadelphia, I think, which is I don't know if that's the East region, but I'm assuming it is. Michigan versus the winner of UMBC, Southeastern Missouri, St. Louis SMU, Tennessee Yale, Virginia Cal Baptist, Kentucky plays the winner of Santa Clara UCLA, Texas Tech.
Hold on. Who plays? Who's that?
Kentucky, as a 6th seed, would play the winner of the play-in game between Santa Clara and UCLA.
Santa Clara puts belt to ass on UCLA, and then it comes and beats Kentucky outright. I like that.
Wouldn't be surprised. Texas Tech, UC Irvine's a 3-14 there. Wisconsin, Georgia, and then Iowa State, East Tennessee.
Ooh, Wisconsin, Georgia. Ooh,
yeah.
Shit. I think Brian and Romanelli was right. They got their Badgers in a tournament, but they one and done, and they lose to the Goat Dogs.
The problem is I don't think this is the same Bulldogs team as last year. Like the lot of, I think Wisconsin goes out second round. But
I would take Georgia right now.
Yeah, sure. So we'll see.
No.
Oh, sorry, that's the Midwest region. So the East region is Duke plays the winner of Bethune, Cookman, and Howard. So basically Duke to the second round. Miami, Texas.
Hurricane?
Yeah.
Not my boys. My boys? Oh, shit. Oh, no. No. That's an early heartbreak game for me. I don't know. Fuck. Y'all know I love me some Hurricanes basketball this year. But them Horns, they didn't surprise me. I don't know. I'm on the fence.
So that region.
7-8? That's a good 7-8. Ooh,
that's 8-9. 8-9.
Oh, 8-9. That's a good 8-9. Oh, shit.
Vanderbilt, USF, and Michigan State High Point are the 5-12 and 4-13. And then Louisville, as a 6th seed, would play Missouri or USC as a play-in a play-in game. And then Kansas, Austin P. And then NC State is the 7th seed against UCF. And then UConn against Navy.
NC State versus who?
UCF.
That's a good game.
Yeah.
Good game.
And then
neutral site, I'm taking NC State.
Yeah. And then these are the last two regions. West is Arizona against Long Island, and then Iowa St. Mary's. 5-12 is St. John's Belmont. 4-13 is Alabama UNC Wilmington. 6-11 is BYU Miami Ohio and Gonzaga North Dakota State. And 7-10 Villanova Auburn. And 2-15 is Purdue and Merrimack.
Villanova Auburn. I don't. Y'all know I'm not.
Here's the problem: Villanova hasn't been able to win the big games in the Big East.
They have not. They have not won the big games. But Lil Pearl, first big game, tourney, fading his ass. Give me Nova.
And then the last region would be Houston and Wright State. Clemson, Indiana as the 8-9.
Ooh, Clemson, Indiana. Ooh.
That's going to be good.
That's a good one. I'm on the fence now. Them 8-9 so good.
So then it's Arkansas Liberty as the 5-12, Nebraska Stephen F. Austin as the 4-13, North Carolina, Ohio State is 6-11. That might be the worst game of the first round.
Neither team is good, but that is a good game.
Sorry, that might be my worst game of the first round just because I hate Ohio State. UNC is trash without Caleb Wilson. We'll talk about that though.
We'll talk about them in a minute.
You want a game that's going to be first to 90, if not higher. 7-10 is Utah State, Texas A&M. 2-15 is Illinois, Troy, and the 3-14 in that region is Florida, Portland State.
Where my Cyclones?
Did I miss them? I might have missed them. I thought I got them. Hold on. First region. They are 2 seed against East Tennessee State.
No. Flood. Who would they have in the next round after that?
The winner of Wisconsin, Georgia.
Flood. Oh, Cyclones to the Final Four, man. I think they're gonna be my national champ. I think they're gonna be my national champ.
Sorry, Sweet 16. They would Sweet 16 Elite Eight. They played the grouping of Kentucky, Santa Clara, UCLA, Texas Tech, and UC Irvine. That could be a route for Iowa State to hit the
Iowa State Tech. No,
they get to the
and then they would have to go through Michigan, assuming that Chalk wins out in the top half of that bracket.
I'm probably gonna attach my wagon to them Cyclones this year, man.
Not gonna lie, if it's Iowa State, Michigan, I gotta go Michigan. I don't see them having the horses. But we'll see. It's interesting.
Where was Purdue in all of this? Where were they at?
Purdue was a 2 seed in that last region, I think.
Okay.
Playing sorry. In the third region, they played Merrimack.
I feel like the 2 seeds are really 1 seeds. So you have 2 1 seeds in the same brackets. There's just so much parity in the top 8 this year. I guess you could put Arizona up there, but Arizona's taking some losses.
And
Michigan just took some losses. Yeah, so
it's wide open in college hoops this year.
It really is.
Especially if somebody
I honestly think that this year the upsets come back. At least a little bit. Maybe not full-fledged, but
they might come back.
First round, maybe, but like once we get into like that.
Oh yeah, no. I'm only talking
I
first
think
round.
we'll see the upsets for real.
I still don't see the route for these super Cinderellas to be a factor anymore. Just not going to see it. They just don't have the firepower.
Call my super Cinderella right now, it would either be Santa Clara or Utah State. Them are my 2 I would keep an eye on.
The thing is, can you even call a 7 seed a super Cinderella?
Who?
No. Utah State's a 7 or 10, right?
But
yeah, they're 7.
In the new land NIL, and that's the super Cinderella. Like,
yeah, I guess I mean,
you know what I mean.
I honestly, again, you're not gonna like it, but I think that like of the 12 and 13 seeds, I think 75% of them are live to win their first game. I think 6 of the 8. It wouldn't surprise me if they did. I think Virginia takes belt to ass against Cal Baptist, admittedly. And I think Michigan State beats the crap out of High Point. But then again, that's a bit iffy as well because High Point can score. The problem is that they don't match up well against Michigan State because Michigan State likes to take
How long do we got until conference championships and then
first weekend of March?
Conference championships starts
the 3rd,
next
right?
Next week, I think.
Next week, yeah. Yeah, because it's only a 28-day month. So yeah, next week.
Yeah, I think it's Horizon League that's one of the first ones to go.
I think it's March 2nd or March 3rd. The first up.
We here. This shit crazy.
Jay, I'm shocked you're attaching your wagons to a team that can't make free throws. That's going to bite them in the ass every single time in the tournament. They play the good. This is what happens. They're so talented. Makes no logical sense.
I know.
So
you're not all Shaqs on the team. Like, why are you like? What? I don't understand.
I know, man, but I like their makeup. I do.
So the earliest conference tournament starts on March 2nd. It's the Horizon League, and then followed that is Patriot League and Sun Belt, and then you got a bunch of them starting on the 4th. The Summit League, Northeast Tournament, the Ohio Valley, Big South, a Sun.
Yeah, next
and
Monday.
you get
Next Tuesday.
yeah.
Yep.
So we're here.
We're here. All right. Hey, that was fun to talk about. You know, I wouldn't want to talk about it with nobody else but you two too. So just a little early preview of what's coming up on the horizon. I know we'll be breaking it down as we always do. I'm usually in Vegas arguing with these two on the couch, man. I'm sad we're not doing it this year.
Know.
And then Jay just laid back in the couch.
Now my favorite is Roof. This is what Roof does. He pulls out his wallet. He's got 42 flips in there.
A million round robins and
yeah. And he's just like swiping through them. Swiping through them. He's like, oh, that's a winner. No, that's a winner. Like,
yeah, cracking me up, bro.
I'm on my app. Remember the year with Mitch? We couldn't get our apps to work. They blocked us.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let me get on the app. Limited us.
Don't you remember when Mitch, like the woman came up to Mitch and she was like, "Do you have our app?" He's like, "Yeah, they won't fucking let me on it."
Oh, the woman that was pitching.
Yeah, the woman that was trying to
sign up account. Yeah, to sign up. Yeah. At the bottom.
Yeah, they won't fucking let me on it. I got money on there and they won't let me get it. And she's like,
my favorite Mitch story was him hitting the round robin and then Barry giving him some stupid payout.
Yeah.
It was like 100x his bet. He was so excited. He walks up to the counter and they were like, it's 8,000, sir. And he was so upset that it was only 8,000.
It was that trip will forever be legendary. There was so much going on in that moment at that dinner, from Mitch trying to figure out his payout on that parlay. Me and Brad
the round robin.
The round robin. Me and Brad sitting at the end of the table sweating Grand Canyon for the script.
The lopes.
The lopes.
The 12s.
Yeah, man. That was
the last leg of my parlay too that night.
Yeah, we was all sitting there sweating Grand Canyon.
You guys, you didn't even eat anything because you don't eat sushi. I think.
Yeah, I didn't eat sushi,
so you're just sweating out the lopes,
laughing because Eric trying to get me to drink sparkling water.
I didn't know you guys went to sushi. Or was this the year I had to leave early because of the wedding?
It might have been because that was Friday night. Yeah, and we went.
Yeah,
to,
it was. It was
Planet Hollywood. No, that was resorts. Wasn't that resorts?
Yeah,
I never went with you to resorts, so probably
I think that was Resorts World. Yeah,
that was resorts. Yeah.
So that was the year that I had to leave early because of the wedding. Like whatever my cousin decided to do a wedding on March Madness opening weekend. I'm like, come on.
So we're gonna run it back next year, though, man, for sure.
Yeah,
run it back.
But my favorite Mitch memory from March Madness was 2022. Miami had just beat Auburn, and he tripled down on Miami. And I met up with him that night. We were about to go out and go get something to eat. The guy's pants are falling down as we're running for the cab because he's got wads of hundreds in his pocket. I'm like, Mitch, you okay? He's like, yeah. He's just like holding up his pants. He's just grabbing his pants. He's holding them up as we're running to the thing because we have a cab that's about to come down, or an Uber that's about to come pick us up and thing. And he's like running and holding his pants up. He's like, I'm like, don't you have a belt? He's like, yeah, but there's so much money in my pockets. I can't. It won't stay up.
I miss him every day, man. Yes. Money man, Mitch, man. Not a single day goes by where he don't cross my mind. It's kind of crazy.
I'm with you.
It's really kind of crazy.
And you know what? Like Costi said, next year we're gonna be right back there. And we're gonna be causing havoc, and it's gonna be a good time.
Yes, it will be, man.
I am praying.
By the way,
I'm praying that my daughter is born early, so that way I can get her birthday out of the way and still have first weekend of March Madness open.
Costi, hashtag priorities.
Yeah, like make sure her birthday's early.
Yeah,
great. Boom, we get the birthday done. Then I have that first weekend of March Madness always open for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I will say, shout out if anybody's looking for a decent value property to stay at now that they're fixing it up. Check out the Rio. Rio's looking good. I stayed there when I was in Vegas recently, and they got low limits, nice rooms. Jay, that might be the play, not the horseshoe anymore.
Fair enough, man. All right, y'all. Let's talk about some games today. Money making Monday. Small card, so I guess we can slow down. I ain't in no rush. We could just let's just talk about. We only got 2 big games in college, so we can do those 2 individual, and then
everybody else.
Yeah, then everybody else. So first one, got the Louisville Cardinals out on the road facing the Tar Heels of North Carolina. North Carolina, 2.5-point home dogs, total 162.5. Ruffalo, we start with you, sir. Any thoughts?
Yeah, this is I did the video for this one. I love Louisville here. North Carolina, they got a win last time out. Henry Vieser came back, and that was a big thing for him. But I think that win was more about Syracuse being absolute shit than it is about North Carolina actually proving something to win that game. Yeah, they're at home right now for this game, but the problem is that Louisville has size up front to match Vieser, who 7 foot. That's been a lot of the big reason that North Carolina's had an edge on the boards. But Sananda Fru for Louisville, 6'11", and the statistical edge here, Louisville is 3rd in the country in 3-point attempts, 1st in the ACC in conference play. They're also hitting them at a really high rate. North Carolina in ACC play, dead last in 3-point defense. They're allowing teams to shoot 39% from 3. Those shots are falling for Louisville. I gotta roll Louisville here. I think this is a good spot for him. So give me the Cardinals.
Chris taking Pat Kelsey and them Cardinals on the road. Costi, what you doing?
I mean, I'm definitely not betting this game, but if I had to take a side, I'm still taking North Carolina at home. Chris, I was going to touch on that as well with 3 points, 3-point attempts, top 10 in the country, but they still got to make them. And them making them at a high rate on the road, I haven't seen it all year. They have a losing record on the road. North Carolina has had their trip ups since that big win over Duke. But where was that win over Duke? That was at home. Their only other game at home in their last 4 games was against Pitt. They dominate at home. They play very suspect on the road. I don't know if I'm going to trust them in the tournament on a neutral court, but I do trust them at home. Making them a dog at home based on recent form is where the odds makers are placing them. I just can't fade them at home. If I'm getting points at home, I'm taking them on the money line. I'm not even worried about the points. So I just don't see Louisville making – I get it. UNC 3-point defense is atrocious, but Louisville still has to make them on a bucket that is not their home court where they really perform, and they've literally only taken 2 losses at home this year. So they're 3-5 on the road. I just don't trust them. I like UNC at home here.
Chris, if Wilson was playing in this game for North Carolina, what would the line be?
North Carolina -1.5.
I think it would be like North Carolina -2.5. Personally. And that's kind of why I'm on North Carolina in this one. I just think the narrative has gone a little too far. Expecting Louisville to win on the road in a big game, you're asking for it. It's kind of my thoughts. We know what's going to happen in this game. Louisville going to come in here. They're going to shoot 93s, and they're going to see if they make them, see if they miss them. At the Tar Heels, knowing who Louisville is, knowing that they struggle on the road, I'm just going and with the same train of thought where they don't have to show me they're going to make them threes on the road at North Carolina. I like how North Carolina bounced back off of losing Wilson. They beat up on Syracuse. I think it's a good spot for them at home here. Getting points, fading a team that's not good on the road, buying low kind of here on North Carolina, looking to galvanize the troops and still show they're a good team, even though their best player's done for the season. Big game today, not a whole lot going on, a lot of eyes on this. I'm just grabbing the points in a legitimate 50-50 game. I think it's going to be a good game, come right down to the wire. I want the points in my back pocket.
I'm going to counter with this. Of all the teams that everybody mentions that Louisville's lost to on the road, teams like Arkansas, Tennessee, Stanford, Duke, and SMU, they all have higher 3-point defensive rankings season long than North Carolina does. 3 of them are top 50.
Still got to make them.
You still got to make them, but the problem is, like I said, North Carolina. It's one thing for North Carolina to come into this game, 179th in the country, allowing teams to shoot under 34%. But when you're playing teams closer to your caliber, like you're going to find in ACC play, 39% is a hell of a jump. And when you look at North Carolina, they played Kansas in the non-con. They played Kentucky on the road. They got wins there. But I don't know. That's why Louisville's high variance. But I don't know. I'm still sticking with Louisville just because of the 3-point defense for UNC. And Hubert's a trash coach. Hubert Davis is a trash coach. He's right
Neutral
up there.
site right now. What's your line in this game?
Hey, what's that?
Neutral site right now. What's your line in this game?
5, Louisville.
See, for me, it's still Louisville -3 neutral site right now.
That can't be it. Well, then if that's the case, yeah, then you love North Carolina.
And that's why I'm on North Carolina.
I don't like the game. I think
because then if Wilson was in neutral site, I would have North Carolina favored. So that's what I'm saying. I just try to keep my narratives the same. I don't try to
I get it.
bounce from game to game too much. So
on a neutral site, I'd probably have Louisville -2.5.
So and that's where it is on the road. So it's kind of tough. It's gonna be a good game. I'm just chatting.
Yep. No, I get it. That's why we do this fucking show, is to hash this out. I saw a comment like, "Oh, these guys never agree." Well, you want us to?
All right, it's gonna be a good one. We'll see what happens. Can't wait to sit back and watch this one tonight.
Yep.
All right, we go to the other one. We got a good one. We got the Cougars of Houston out on the road facing Bill Self and the Kansas Jayhawks, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Of course, it's Super Monday. Bill Self was 40-0 on this Monday. I was just looking at all the stats and stuff as I was doing my homework this morning.
I heard that. I don't know what that stat is.
I don't really know what that stat is either. I just keep seeing everybody talk about it on Twitter. So maybe one of y'all can tell me what the hell that is for real. But we do got a good one. Let me see if this line is moved. I believe this line is moved. I think it's 2.5 now.
That's 1.5.
Oh, okay. Here it is. So
back to 1.5.
Depending on how you look at it, 39-0 or 40-0 during ESPN's Big Monday games at home.
There you go.
That's what it is.
We got a good one, man. Both teams need a bounce back too. We got Houston coming off of back-to-back losses at Iowa State and at home against Arizona. Kansas has lost 2 of 3 at Iowa State. They did turn around and beat up on Oklahoma State, but the most recent game they played, they just got flooded on their home floor by the Cincinnati Bearcats. Dear Lord. What's going on here, Costi? We start with you, sir.
Another game that I will not touch or bet today. I think there's too many narratives you could say for each side. And you can make an argument. And I think this is one of those games that could go either way. Why would I put money on it? Kansas they got blasted by Cincinnati 2 days removed from that. They don't want to lose at home again. They're going to play a different game, and it was with Peterson actually getting a lot of minutes. He had 32 minutes in that game, and he was just awful from 3. 1-7. The guy's a stud. So if he's going to be in there in the second halves, which he hasn't been in for most of the year, maybe he's getting back to form. He's recovered from that illness that he had a couple weeks ago. I don't see how they get blasted 2 games in a row. And then you have Houston coming off back-to-back losses against 1 and 2 seeds. Iowa State going to be a 2 seed. Arizona going to be a 1 seed. Both games were relatively close. Both games, they could have easily won the game at any point it's just whoever went on the run late. But them losing at home, but they lost to Iowa State. We were actually most of us were on Iowa State that game against Kansas. I don't know, man. I can't fade Kansas back-to-back. I think they're going to have a better game plan. But it's Houston losing 3 in a row. Is this what this team is going to be this late in the season before the conference tournament? I've been flip-flopping on this game all day. I'm not betting it, but for the sake of conversation, I'm taking Kansas.
For me, I told you a second ago, I try not to bounce around game to game. You're like, one thing y'all have to do is form your own opinion on who teams are and stick with it until proven otherwise. And so for me, Houston is a top 4 team in the country. Kansas is not. All right. Houston, when I deep dove this game, I looked at it. Okay, so yes, they're coming off of 2 straight losses at Iowa State, which I think y'all hear me say all the time. I think it's the toughest place to play in all of college basketball. Like, they go stupid, dummy, fucking crazy at home, at the crib. And their other loss, the most recent one, was to Arizona, who just a week and a half ago was the number 1 team in the country. Whoop-de-doo. You know what I mean? 2 tough losses. I looked at Houston on the road this season. They only got 2 road losses this year. One was at Iowa State, the toughest place to play in college basketball. You want to know the other loss they have on the road?
Houston.
The second toughest place in college basketball. The other team, I tell you, go stupid, dummy, fucking crazy at home at the crib, Texas Tech. So it's like, bro, they just lost on the road at the 2 toughest places to play. I don't be up here just yapping for no reason. I don't just got these sayings for no reason. Them 2 teams go dumb at home. And then they lost to Arizona, who is probably the best team in the country. Kansas is fraudulent. They had, coming into this, I never thought Kansas was all that good. Kansas went on that one good run. Everybody started to overrate them, overvalue them. And now, here recently, they've kind of just returned back to what they are. A middle of the pack, top. They're like a 10-15 team. I don't care about Bill Self and his record at home on Big Monday. You can throw that shit out the window. If Houston wasn't coming off of back-to-back losses, Houston would be 4.5, 5-point road favorites in this game. Houston is head and shoulders the better basketball team. I'm not worried about it whatsoever. I think Houston puts belt to ass on Kansas tonight. Kansas showed their hand who they are the other day, losing at home to Cincinnati. And it's not like they just lost. They got their ass kicked. They got whooped. I think they're fool's gold. I think Houston is still a top 4 team in the country, and getting them motivated under a bucket, sign me up. Taking a better team, and I'll lay the points. That's my thoughts on this one.
Yeah, I've learned my lesson. Certain things you don't do in life. You don't spit in the wind. You don't eat Yellowstone. You don't tug on Superman's cape. And you don't bet against Kansas catching points at home.
That's fair.
Whoa. For some reason, I thought you were going to go the other way.
Yeah, no, I learned my lesson. I thought the same thing when Iowa State came to town a few weeks ago. And Kansas, Peterson or no Peterson, absolutely bludgeoned them. And as much as I like Houston, I like this Houston team a lot more when they're at home. But for me, that's just it's situationally, it's just one of those things where Allen Fieldhouse is just a tough place to go on the road and win for anybody. And it's just there's just certain home courts, certain home courts that are just sort of infallible. Talk about Lubbock. We talk about, Hilton for Iowa State. I think Allen Fieldhouse is right up there. And I think that, Houston, while Houston is still a solid team,
it's not top 5 for me. It's not even top 5.
It is for me.
We could make the argument to say that Kansas had the look-ahead spot, Cincinnati.
They got caught with their pants down against Cincinnati, yeah.
They had this game on Monday night, looking forward to it. They thought they were going to be able to just cakewalk right over Cincinnati, and they got fucking bludgeoned.
Yep. My final argument is this is just like y'all were talking about earlier, how NIL has changed the game. Tonight is where you see NIL change the game. In years past, yeah, Kansas at home, oh my God, fuck no, not fading them. But now that the playing fields are even, now that everybody else is caught up, everybody else can pay players. Houston in the last 5 years is just as notable of a program as Kansas, just as well coached as Kansas. And so you're just telling me now, just take the better team, just pick the better team. Houston in the bounce back spot. It'd be different if Houston was coming off a couple wins and they weren't motivated, it'd be different for me. But because they're coming off of back-to-back losses at two of the best teams in the country, two top 4 teams. Like, I genuinely believe Iowa State's top 4. I genuinely believe Arizona's top 4. I don't even think Kansas is top 10. So
the venue is top 2.
It's not for me. It's not even top 5. Let me rattle off 5 right now. Iowa State, Texas Tech, New Mexico. Let me see. I would even take the Fertitta Center, and it may be 5. It may be 5 on my list. Like, I don't know.
I can't fade them. And I mean, it's just, like I said, I don't see the edge of why somebody needs to bet this game tonight unless you're doing it because you're watching it. I am not a game watcher that I have to bet on games to watch them. That's never been the case for me. So from an entertainment standpoint, I think it's going to be a great game to watch. From a betting standpoint, literally you can make a case for either side, and I'm not going to argue with you.
That's fair. I agree. It's going to be a good one, man. I'm excited to watch tonight's hoops, man. I think it's got 2 really big games. Ready to sit down and watch. We got 3 big games tonight because we got a big one in the NBA tonight, too. We'll talk about here momentarily. Before we leave college hoops, anything else for y'all boys? We got Texas A&M, Corpus Christi, Nichols, Lamar, Incarnate Word, Northwestern, UT Rio Grande versus McNeese, Grambling, Mississippi Valley. Anything else for you, Chris?
Yeah, I've been trying to back these teams that are at the bottom of the Southland because only the top 8 make the conference tournament. And right now, I mean, there's just like a log jam at the bottom of that conference trying to fight for that 8th spot. Like, you got basically Lamar, Northwestern State, Incarnate Word, East Texas A&M, Houston Christian, and Southeastern Louisiana fighting for 2 spots. When it comes down to it, I think that East Texas A&M is the better team compared to Houston Christian. And I just don't want to be, trying to catch a falling knife with Houston Christian just, because they need a win. I'll tell you, I need $1 million in my bank account tomorrow just because I need it. Doesn't mean I'm going to get it. So Houston Christian 2-13 on the road at East Texas A&M, who's playing better. I like East Texas A&M. Even if you just take them on the money line, it's still around -140. I'm not opposed to that. And for me, it's a lean towards New Orleans plus the 12.5 against Stephen F. Austin. I think Stephen F. Austin still wins because if they win, they clinch the Southland regular season title. But look at a lot of the games they've been playing as double-digit favorites. I mean, last few, they beat Nichols by 3 at home. They beat Texas A&M Commerce by 4, laying 15.5. They were laying 13.5 at home against Northwestern State, won by 2. New Orleans, like I said, another one of those teams in the mix. They've covered 4 straight, 7 of 8, 8 of 10. I think that they at least keep it within the number. So I'll take New Orleans plus the points.
All righty. Costa, anything else for you in college hoops?
Yeah, I'm with Chris. I like New Orleans as well. I think Stephen F. Austin, this late in the season, you're starting to see the odds makers have adjusted and they're winning games. But again, I think it's too many points here. I think New Orleans keeps it close. And then I have a little strategy that Eric and myself have been giving out for free on our videos all year. If you have a team that has a worse record than the team they were playing win-loss and they're favored, you take the favorite. Northwestern State, 9 wins, 19 losses, playing against a team with 11 wins, 17 losses, and they made Northwestern a favorite. If with the absence of information and purchasing anything or even following any sort of skill, strategy, anything like that, if you just want absence of information, if you have a team that has a worse record against a team that has a better record and the team that they made the worst record a favorite, blindly take them. Northwestern State -3.5.
You fading Word up?
Not often do I do this, and I probably have never done it on the show.
I don't have a dog in that fight. I was just fucking with you because of the bit.
Somebody posted it too in the comment. Fading Word up.
Yeah, man. Word up. For me, if I were to take anything else, y'all know what it would be. Y'all already know. Come on, man. Y'all know who I am. Y'all know what I do. fade the hell out of these badass teams, and they coming off a win. It's not many times we get to fade them coming off a win.
That's bad. You want to know how pissed off I am? Texas Southern was my game of the year.
Wow.
It was bad.
They're coming off a win. I'm fading their ass. Give me Grambling, man.
That is the only time that you will see an 11-17 team gets court stormed.
I couldn't believe it. They won outright. Yeah. Shout out Mississippi Valley State. Fading their ass today, though. Give me Grambling. So, all right, y'all. That's college hoops for today. I thought we talked about a lot of college hoops today. We talked about a lot.
We went an hour.
Yeah. There's a lot to talk about right now in college hoops, especially as we get closer and closer to March, man. So. All right, let's talk some NBA. Let's go to the hardwood. We got 3 games tonight. How you want to do it? All 3? One individual? It don't matter to me. We'll go individual. Fuck it. Spurs, Pistons. I'm up first. Tough game. I don't have a dog in this game. I don't have a dog in this fight. This is a sit back and watch game for me. Kind of like Costi was saying about the Houston, Kansas. This is that game for me tonight. Like I literally couldn't find an edge nowhere. Like not even an angle to argue. I think the line is exactly where it should be. If this was a neutral site for me, this game would be a pick 'em. If this game was in San Antonio, I would have Spurs -1.5. These are 2 of the hottest teams in the league. Both have won 8 of 9. Forced to play this game for me, it would be Detroit at home because they're at home, and I would take them straight up money line. I wouldn't even get involved in the points. One thing that I do like about Detroit is they've played really well in the step-up games this year. When they've played the best teams in the league, as somebody who's tried to fade them in those spots, they've proven that they can hang, and there's a reason they have the second best record in the league. At home here today, I think this is a good chance for them to kind of tell the world, look at us, man, we are this damn good. I think a lot of people might look at this game and just think, the Spurs are the up and coming team of the league, with Wemby, the face of the league, all that. Argument could be had. It's the same way on the other side, with the Pistons and Kay Cunningham, and they're the face of the league, and all that good stuff. So it would be Pistons for me at home in a game where it's like kind of this is the passing of the torch style game. It's like this is the 2 faces of the league battling it out, and I'm gonna take Detroit at home straight up money line for me. Tough game though. I don't have any money on it. Detroit has no answer for Wemby. They got Duren. What are you talking about? And you lucky Beef Stew ain't in there. Beef Stew would have probably went. He would have tried to put hands on Wemby. So it's gonna be a good game though. Chris, what you think?
Well, I will say this, not to be that guy, but I do have an edge in this game. It's why it's my NBA big play on the side. But total wise, I like the under here. I think this is more of a sort of headliner marquee playoff style matchup. I think 232.5 is based on just the narrative. These are 2 of the better offensive teams in the NBA. But I think when they go head to head, I think it's going to be, 111, 108, 113, 110, depending on which way you have it going. But I like the under here. I like the under just almost as much as I like the play that I have on the side. So yeah, give me the under here.
There you go. Scoot that play up from Chris over at PickDawgz Premium. Costi, what your thoughts on this one?
I'm exactly where you are on this game. This is a watch-only game for me. I just couldn't – I don't see an edge with the line on the game. I don't see an edge with rest. I don't see an edge with revenge.
Right.
Any of these spots that I look at, I don't see anything. You have 2 of the hottest teams in the NBA playing each other. And what it's really going to come down to is which team is making buckets, which guys are hot that night, which is tonight. You can make a case for either side, and why put money for me on a game that I don't feel like I have a clear edge. So if I had to take it right now, I think think San Antonio pulls it out. I just think they're more balanced, and you can make an argument to say that Detroit's more balanced, but I think they have the better superstar that can get them over the hump to win this game on the road. As good as Detroit is, they've lost 6 games at home this year. San Antonio has been lights out on the road. Again, I'm just giving you my my opinion, but I'll ride with San Antonio.
Fair enough. I'm not mad at nobody for whatever side they on in this game. I think I said on the jam session, flip a coin. Like it's tough. It's just a tough game. All right. We go from a really fucking good game to Kings Grizzlies. Grizzlies laying 3.5, total 233.5. Franchise, we hand this off to you.
Yay! Realistically, I'm on the Grizzlies. It's just gotten to that point with the Sacramento Kings, to where even if it should be a winnable spot for them, I can't trust them to take advantage of winnable spots at all. We've seen the Memphis Grizzlies, the Memphis Hustle show up when they've been in this position with their roster the way it is, and they've been able to hold up. For me, it's just a fade of the Kings, nothing more, nothing less. Are the Kings going to lose every single game the rest of the way? Actually, maybe. They might. They're that bad.
That was my free selection tonight. Thanks.
I love you.
That was literally my free selection.
What was that?
The Kings.
The Kings? Oh, Lord. Pathy been hot. What's your run you on right now? Like 14-2?
Then fade me.
On the paid plays at 10-12 on the free plays for the
Then
month.
fade me. I have no problem being faded. I'm probably gonna get this game wrong.
Pathy been hot. Pathy been hot.
What have you been on?
It's the beard coming back. That's what it is. You're getting your aura back. That's all it is.
Free selections are like 58 and 36 or something since December 1st.
Hey, I have no problem with anybody fading me on this game because it was a lead. I was only talking about it because I got stuck with the video for it. Thanks, Brad.
And just so you know, the reason why I gave out the Kings, it's not really taking the Kings. It's why is the line only 4?
No, I get it.
It looks fishy to me, so I flip it the other way. You know what I mean?
Because what's the injury report for Memphis?
No, 3.5. So it was 4 when I gave it out. Now
it's still the.
Are you not mad at us about yesterday's hockey game? Are you? I'm sure you guys.
Not anymore. I already vented.
Did you guys already vent on the show?
Yeah,
I'm mad at Costi. He still pulls up the bullshit graphic, but whatever.
Stanley Cup lost. World Series lost. Women's hockey lost. Olympic hockey lost, and still no Super Bowls.
And yet,
and they were only $1.25.
And yet, what always lives in infamy.
Listen, I'm okay with it. You can keep posting the same photo. I gave you 5 slots of teams. And
last time you gave anybody 5 slots, he didn't walk out right the next day. Poor Jeremy. Anyways, what? Oh, injury report, right. For Memphis. No. Aldama's out, Kyle Anderson's doubtful, KCP out, Brandon Clark out, Cedric Coward out, Zach Edey out, John Morant out, and Jaren Jackson Jr. gone. So makes sense why the line is this short, but for me, I don't know. I just feel like we've seen the Kings fall flat in spots worse than this.
Costi, how you feel?
Give me the under all day. Exactly. The injury report, all the above. The tankathon continues for the Kings. 233. A lot of backups, inconsistent players, lack of creativity. I see this as under all day.
Grizzlies for me. Kings are ass. They're the worst team in the league. I've been telling y'all that for 5 months now. They're also the worst ATS team in the NBA. Like,
that's true.
This team just be burning money, and they have no hope. They went into the break the worst team in the NBA. They came out of it, lost Sabonis, lost Levine. How you get worse than the worst team in the NBA? And I just think they're dogs on the road for a good reason. This is the Memphis Hustle, a G League Grizzlies team. I'm not telling you anything about the Grizzlies, like, oh my God, the Grizzlies, yes, the Grizzlies. I'm not saying that. For me, it's just a constant fade of Sacramento. I will blindly fade Sacramento for the remainder of the season. It's been the most profitable thing I've done, and I'm just going to continue to do it. So, and when I looked at the money this morning, you would think everybody on the Grizzlies today. It's not the case. There are a ton of people betting Sacramento today, and I think they're going to be sad as shit because this team is awful. Give me Memphis. So, last game of the day, Jazz on the road at Houston. Rockets land 13.5, total 229.5. Costa, you're up first.
I'm just taking Houston. I'm not betting it. This is not a game that's going to be released on any of our programs. It's not even on Houston. It's simply a fade of the road performance by these Jazz against really good teams. Yes, they covered when they played Miami on the road. They covered with Orlando, Atlanta, the Pacers, Toronto. Great. But this is a team, Houston, that can get off to a lead and really press them. We just saw this Jazz team a couple of days ago lose by 9 on the road to Memphis. I mean, it's embarrassing what product they're putting out there, and they got fined for Tankathon. I think Houston's going to be pissed losing that tight one to the Knicks after having that huge lead, coming home after that 2-game road trip. This is a really good spot for them to have a bounce back game. 13's a lot of points in the NBA. Like I said, I'm not betting it, but if I had to lean, I'm leaning with Houston.
Rockets for me tonight. Bounce back game at home that also happens to be a revenge game. Just play on the spot, play on the angle. Last time we saw Houston, they were up big on the Knicks, and they crumbled in the end. Knicks came back, stole that game. What a heartbreaker loss for the Rockets. Makes sense, though. The Knicks go stupid, dummy, crazy at home in the Garden. They're the most profitable home team in the NBA at home. So it's not like, oh, my God, I can't believe Houston did that. It makes sense. The Knicks are a good home team. Coming back home today, though, playing a team they are head and shoulders better than, I'm taking the Rockets. I got no problem laying this big of a number. Houston, we have a problem. I trust the Rockets in Houston. Y'all know that. The Jazz are outright tanking. The Jazz are not a good team. And the thing is, the Jazz got people fake fooled because they went into the break playing really well. Coming out of it, though, this team is not playing all that well. The thing is, their injury report looked good tonight. Keontae George finna play. Lauri Markkanen finna play. Still finna get flooded. Give me the Rockets. Later points. Bounce back game at home. Revenge game. Last time they played, they've played twice this season. They both were in Utah. Rockets won the first one. Utah won the second, but it was in Utah. So you already know my thoughts on Utah and Utah. You know we fade Houston in Houston on the road. So it's like reverse that. We like fading the Jazz on the road. We like taking Houston at home. It's a revenge game. It's a bounce back game. Jazz are tanking. All of it comes together. Rockets. Chris?
I'm going to take a shot on the Jazz here. Not a game I'm rushing to bet, but Houston 0-5 against the spread as a double-digit favorite last 5, 1-7, basically in the last 2 months that they've been in this role. I think they win. They just don't cover point spreads for whatever reason. I don't know why. They're the clear better team. Maybe it's just because of narrative. Just giving Houston the benefit of the doubt. Would it surprise me if they came out and flooded the Jazz and won by 30? No. But just seeing what I've seen from the Houston Rockets as a huge favorite this year, I might go with the Jazz plus 13.5 here.
All right. That's it. That's all, y'all. We did it. Covered everything under the sun. Talked a lot of college hoops. Talked about the 2 big games today. Talked about some futures and talked about early bracket looks and who's contenders, who's pretenders, and all that good nature, man. Talk some NBA. It's a beautiful money-making Monday. New week, new goals, new opportunities. Looking to close out February on the right foot. Franchise, what you got going on over at PickDawgz Premium?
Oh, I kind of mentioned it during that Pistons Spurs game. I got my NBA big play in that game on the side. So if that's a game you're looking to bet today, make sure that you check that out. But I also got a 5-pack on the board. I know it's a small card, but I got a 5-pack, 4 college hoops plays along with that NBA best bet. We're going to start the week strong, so definitely make sure that you jump on, check that out. Pair me up with Jay, pair any of us up. Remember to use that promo code at checkout. They'll get 15% off your purchase.
Hop on with the franchise. PickDawgz Premium. Kick the crap out of the books. Costi, what's going on at Safer Syndicate Group?
Well, as a whole, like you saw Eric behind me, on our paid plays, we're 14-2 run on the Dime Club. Along with the dot, which is very low volume, we have high volume models as well. We have NHL Underdog system that's coming back on Wednesday this week, and we're already offering the baseball syndicate that we ran last year that was very effective. So if you're looking to really have more of a strategic approach, a little bit different than what the guys on PickDawgz Premium offer, where you're getting units on every game and more money management, you get to deal with us one-on-one every day. Check us out. You can find my number on the premium pick side under Safer Syndicate Group.
Hop on with Costi Durant, PickDawgz Premium. Or not PickDawgz Premium, but PickDawgz Tab. You can call him. And he'll hook you up, man. For me today, money making Monday, man. Today I got my college hoops big play. I've hit 6 in a row. So everybody talking about Jay don't know college hoops, Jay this, Jay that. Shut the fuck up. How about that? I've been seeing the board well in college hoops. College hoops been treating me really well. If you know, you know. And I'm just trying to keep it rolling. So I've cashed 6 straight, looking for my 7th straight today. You can scoop it up for $30, PickDawgz Premium. I also have another play in the NBA tonight as well. So just 2 plays for me today. Just 2 plays. One NBA, 1 college hoops, looking to make some money on a money-making Monday. Looking to keep momentum rolling forward. I went 3-0 yesterday. I cashed all 3 bets in the NBA. So just looking to keep momentum rolling forward. It's been a solid start it was a solid start to the year. It's been a solid February, all that, man. So just trying to keep it rolling. Just trying to keep it rolling. That's it. That's all, man. Parlay time. Parlay. Chris, what you parlaying, my man?
Go with the plays I gave out for college hoops. Let's go with New Orleans plus the points. Let's go with Kansas plus the points. And Louisville. Money line.
There you go. From the franchise. Costi, what you parlaying?
I'm going to do the lean parlay. The games I'm not betting individually, but I'm going to put them in a parlay. We're going to go UNC, North Carolina, money line. We're going to go Kansas on the money line, and we'll go Spurs on the money line.
There you go. From Costi. I'm gonna get y'all 3 teams. I'll go all big games. I'll go North Carolina plus the points. I'll go Houston laying the points, and I'll go Pistons laying the points. All 3 are big ones. Let's try to go big game hunting tonight. Let's see if I'm like that. Big game hunting, Jay.
You froze like for a split second, like the best time.
So we'll see what happens, man. That's it. That's all I got for y'all tonight, man. Money making Monday, new week, new goals, new opportunities. Looking to close February out on a good note. Let me see. Let me tell y'all the outlook for the week. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I think I'm gone. So I might need some help.
I'll be here.
All the guys to help me do it. So I'll be gone this weekend. I got some things to do this weekend. So, but other than that, I think it's the normal schedule. The show's gonna change probably next week a little bit, so be on the lookout for that. It's not gonna be too much of a change. I actually think y'all are really gonna like it. So be on the lookout for that. Other than that, though, that's it for me. Chris, anything else?
Nothing for me. Just
did he do that on purpose?
There's no way.
no, I'm kidding. I fuck with you guys.
No, that was crazy.
No, you did. Did you really freeze on purpose?
Yeah, I did.
You didn't really freeze.
No, I didn't really freeze. I just
That
was pretty good.
Like
I think got me.
That was
I like getting the guys once in a while. I like catching them off guard. No, nothing for me. Let's make it a winning day.
that was pretty good.
Fun.
You actually got me. Costi, anything else?
I got nothing after that.
Right.
Oh, Canada.
I was gonna say it froze worse than Canada in overtime.
Oh, Canada.
Choke more than McDavid.
Oh, Canada.
Me and my sex tape.
See y'all tomorrow, man. Make it a winning day. We out of here.